Namaskaram, all Atmas. Yesterday we have seen the Svetasvatara Upanishad chapter 1. Today we are going to see the chapter 2. In this chapter mainly it explains about how to practice a meditation where how we can take our senses, our mind towards inside the depth of the Atma and to see the ultimate eternal bliss, experience the ultimate eternal bliss. That is the ultimate objective of meditation. Dhyan means taking the senses and the mind deep inside ourselves. It is it is explained very well, and how to experience the eternal bliss inside us, the ultimate human soul, the self-luminous infinite light inside us. The more you go inside, the more the power of light you can experience. And what are the experiences you come across during the meditation, when you go deep inside through yoga, is explained in this chapter. First, harnessing the mind and the senses with a view to realize the truth, and then having found out the light of the fire, the evolving soul brought itself out of the earth. So, when you go inside, so we have to harness the mind with the practice of meditation and the senses, because the senses, the five senses, are the gateways of the body. The eyes, the ears, the nose, the tongue, the skin. The eyes we see the external world. The ears we hear the external world. Whatever is being spoken, hear everything. With the nose we smell everything, and with the tongue we speak, we taste, and with the skin we feel. These are all the five gateways of our body which sees the external world. Because all the karmas what we have to fulfill is done through this gateway of these five senses by the mind and intellect. So mind is activated by the tool of intellect. So intellect is the operating tool that is governed by these five senses. Because five senses, whatever it perceives is being understood by the intellect, and it reaches into the subconscious mind. So first, harnessing the mind and the senses with a view to realize the truth. Realize the truth. Truth of what? Who am I? I am the Atma. And I have come from Paramatma. This is the truth that we have to realize. And then, having found out the light of the fire. So light of the fire, where it is inside us. The depth of the Anandamaya Kosa. The fire of light is there. The evolving soul brought itself out of earth. So, we realize the soul. One should realize themselves not as the body, I am Atma. With our minds controlled so as to manifest the self-luminous immanent soul, we shall vigorously endeavour for the attainment of supreme bliss. So, only when the mind is controlled by the practice of austerity, by the practice of self-discipline, by the practice of dhyan, can be able to so as to manifest the self-luminous immanent soul. We shall vigorously endeavour. So, when you go deep inside with the Atma and the mind and the intellect, deep into Samadhi state, that is the Anandamaya Kosa, we can experience the supreme bliss there. Controlling the heaven-aspiring senses with the help of mind and the intellect, the immanent soul so regenerates them as to enable them to manifest the self-luminous infinite light. So normally the senses are dragged by the external Maya. So for the Atma to experience the eternal bliss, first the senses have to be brought under control with the mind and the intellect. So it sees the external world as the enjoyable things, the senses. Whatever it sees, it gets attracted and wants to enjoy it. And it feels that is the only heaven, enjoyable heaven outside the world. But thing is, the real ultimate supreme bliss is inside us. So first thing is, we have to drag the senses with the mind and intellect. So we have to control it and bring it inside. With the help of the mind, the eminent soul regenerates them so as to enable them to manifest the self-luminous infinite light. So when they take everything, because the senses will always drag to the external Maya, so we have to bring it under control with the mind and intellect, and take it towards the eternal soul to experience the self-luminous immanent life. Great is the glory of immanent soul, who is all-pervading, all-knowing, infinite and self-luminous. The immanent soul is nothing but the ultimate Paramatma. Only those rare few who know undergo the necessary discipline and spiritual practices. So, one who wants to aspire to see the Parama, the ultimate soul, immanent soul, the all-pervading immanent soul, the all-knowing, the infinite, the self-luminous. When you experience God inside you, when you see the God everywhere, because the entire universe is filled with Him. It's omnipresent, omnipotent. The wise do indeed control the activities of the intellect and practice meditation and concentration. These are very important because concentration in the sense when you're going deep inside, you should not get attracted by the external maya. The sound attracts you, the eyes attracts you to see things. So, in that respect, we need to have concentration while doing meditation. The practice of meditation, concentration is very much essential to bring the mind and the intellect under control and the senses under control to experience the self-luminous light inside us. Following only the footsteps of wise, I merge you both in the ancient Brahman by continued meditation. So, if you want to merge with the immanent soul inside us, the ultimate Brahman inside us, you have to follow the footsteps of the wise. The Upanishads, the Bhagavad Gita, all the scriptures are written by great wise people who wrote after experiencing this ultimate Brahman inside them. We have to follow the footsteps and by continued practice of meditation. So what it says is Jnana Yoga and the Raja Yoga are essential. Jnana Yoga speaks about the experiences shared by our ancient yogis through the scriptures like Bhagavad Gita, Upanishads and various Yoga Shastras, and the Raja Yoga by practice of meditation. Those two together has to go together to experience their enemies. May the glorious one manifest himself. May the sons of immortal bliss hearken, give respectful attention to me, even they who occupy celestial regions. So, may the glorious one manifest himself. May the sons of immortal bliss give respectful attention to me, even they who occupy a celestial region. Because the immortal souls are great people like Shri Baba, like who has attained to the. There are so many yogis who are still, they are immortal. Like people say, Babaji is immortal, over 2000 years still is alive. So such people, when you totally surrender to such gurus, wise people, and do the practice, they will guide you in the righteous path. Where fire is churned out, where air is controlled, where so much juice overflows, there the mind attains perfection. Where the fire is churned out, means what fire? It is fire of knowledge. When the intellect experiences the fire of knowledge about our Atma, where the air is controlled, it is external things you have to control yourself. Where Soma juice overflows, Soma means what? The Kundalini Shakti is awakened. There the mind attains perfection. So at that stage the mind attains perfection and it takes you to the eternal bliss stage. Attaining whom thou, the destroys the source and are no more troubled with the results of past actions. The destroyers are the source of ignorance. When your mind is attained to the state of perfection, it destroys the source of ignorance and you are no more troubled by the results of past actions. The karma gets annihilated. To that ancient Brahman, thou devoted through the prime cause, the immanent soul. So the more you focus inside, the more you experience the immanent soul inside you. Placing the body in straight posture, holding the chest, throat and head erect, and drawing the senses and the mind into the heart. The knowing mind should cross all over the fearful currents by means of Brahman. So here it explains about how we have to practice the meditation. What it says, placing the body in straight posture, you should sit straight, erect. erect, holding the chest, throat, and head erect. You have to keep straight, and drawing the senses and the mind in the heart. So the body should be physical body, Annamaya Kosa should be right. Then you have to take the Manomaya Kosa. What are the things? You have to draw your senses, the five senses here, and the mind into the heart. You have to drag this Om, you have to drag and merge with the heart. The knowing mind should cross over all the fearful currents by means of Brahman. So by bringing the senses and mind into the heart, you will cross over all the fearful currents. What are the fearful currents? The currents of the Maya, the external Maya, the external ego factors. You go by experiencing the Brahman inside you. Controlling the senses with an effort and regulating the activities in the body. One should breathe out through the nostrils when the vital activities become gentle. So controlling the senses with an effort and regulating the activities in the body. Regulating the activities means by doing a pranayama. Take a deep breather. One should breathe out. Take a deep breath and bring your mind. When you take deep breath, bring your mind and merge with the heart. And then you breathe out through the nostrils and the vital activities breathe. So, by holding the breath for some time, the entire cosmic energy flows through the entire body and it regulates your internal body. And then when you leave through the nostril, the body becomes gentle. Then the knowing one, without being in the least distracted, should keep his hold on the mind as are the reins attached to restive horses. By doing this practice of pranayama, one can bring this mind into restive state control. Well, like the mind like a reins the horse, the reins to the horse. The horse goes in different directions. When the reins are being controlled, the senses become controlled. Horse is compared to senses. The senses becomes controlled. One should perform one's exercises in concentration, resorting to caves and such other pure places helpful to its practice. Places where the ground is level without troubles, and the scenery pleasing to the eyes, where there is no wind, dust, fire, dampness, and disturbing noises. And normally, the great yogis and they practice this meditation in the mountains or Himalayas or that's what he says. So, one should perform one's exercise in concentration, resorting to caves. They say one should go to caves and such other pure places helpful to its practice. But for a common man, going to the caves or going to Himalayas while he has to carry on these mundane routines, it's not possible. Wherever he sits, he should experience that he is sitting in the cave and beautiful natural scenery surrounding. Just when you close and experience that scenery. And he can have the scenery in front of him in his room. A beautiful scenery, so he can experience it. A cave, a mountain, a sea, a natural scenery. You can keep before him. Or you can experience it. And where there is no wind, dust, fire. So one should keep in a calm place in a room in solitude while practicing this meditation. Forms that appear like snow, smoke, sun, wind, fire, firefly, lightning, crystal and moon precede the manifestation of Brahman in yoga practice. So when you start doing meditation, when you close your eyes and do meditation, you come across a lot of experiences inside you. Like what it says is, you can experience the flow of snow or smoke, or you can experience sun, the wind flow, the fire, firefly, lightning crystal, and moon. These are all you will experience when you close your eyes and do meditation practice. So this is followed, this is preceding the manifestation of Brahman inside you when doing the yoga practice. But the fivefold perception of yoga arising from concentration of mind on earth, water, light, air and ether, the Panchabhutas, have appeared to the yogin. Then he has become possessed of a body made of the fire of yoga, and he will not be touched by disease, old age or death. What it says is, the fivefold perception of yoga. What are the fivefold perception? We are doing practice of concentration and meditation. By concentrating the mind on earth, water, light, air and ether. Concentration in the mind on the Panchabhutas. If this appears while doing the practice of meditation, appear to the yogi, then he has become possessed of a body made of fire of yoga. The body becomes a fire of yoga, and he will not be touched by disease, old age and death. So he is a step for attaining the state of immortality. It is said that the first signs of entering yoga are lightness of body, health, thirstlessness of mind, clearness of complexion, a beautiful voice, an agreeable odor, and scantiness of excretions. What it says is, the first signs of practicing yoga, what is that? When you do practice yoga, what experience will say? Lightness of body. The body becomes like a cotton. The health, thirstlessness of mind. You have sound health. The thirstlessness of mind means what? The mind will be free from all kind of dejection, depression, anger, jealousy, hatred. All it will vanish. It will remain calm, cool, collective. Clearness of complexion. The body will be free from all kind of the body looks complex, clear, a beautiful voice, an agreeable odor, and scantiness of excretions. Excretions means what? There will not be any ejaculations or anything. Your Kundalini Shakti, your semen, everything will be perfectly under your control. Your body becomes shiny. Just as the same metal disc which was stained by dust before shines brilliantly when cleansed, so the embodied being, seeing the truth of Atma, realizes oneness, attains the goal and becomes sorrowless. So, when a metal disc, when it gets dust, the same metal disc, when it is cleaned, it becomes brilliant, shining. Similarly, the body, which is having all kinds of the mind, the senses, being carried away by the external Maya, it has become so distracted by this Maya. Once you practice this meditation and take it to the experience the ultimate soul, ultimate Brahman inside you, it becomes shining. And the truth of the Atman experience inside you, really one time attain the becomes soundless. Then you become to the state of Chitta Prajna. When the yogi realizes the truth of Brahman through the perception of truth of Atman in his body as a self-luminous entity, then knowing the divinity as unborn, eternal and free from all the modifications of Prakriti, he is free from all sins. The yogi realizes the truth of Brahman. So, by going inside and seeing the eternal light inside him, so the perception of truth of Atman in his body. So Atma is inside me. I am not the body, I am Atma. As a self-luminous entity, the eternal light, knowing the divinity as unborn, eternal and free from all modification. The divinity inside is immortal, free from all modifications of Prakriti. Prakriti changes. At one time it is summer, at another time it is winter, it is autumn, it is spring. That kind of changes will not be there here. When the mind experiences this kind of eternal bliss inside her, an immortal bliss, that is the stage where a person is free from all sins. This divinity pervades all directions in their entirety. He is the firstborn, Hiranyagarbha. He has entered into the womb. He alone is born and is to be born in future. He is made inside all persons as the indwelling self, facing all directions. The divinity pervades all directions in their entirety. That part, the God is everywhere. He is firstborn, Hiranyagarbha. He has entered the womb. The divinity, the ultimate Brahman has entered the womb of the mother. He alone is born. So every human being, inside every human being, the immortal Brahman is there. And is to be born in future. In every body that is being born, in everything, the ultimate Brahman is there. This inside all person are indwelling self, facing all directions. Salutation to the divinity who is in the fire, who is in the water, who is in the plants, who is in the trees, who is pervaded the whole universe. So we have to salute the divinity, the Parabrahma, because He is in the fire, He is in the water, He is in the plants, He is in the trees, He is all pervading, entire universe is spirit. So this is what the second chapter of Svetasvatara Upanishad explains. We will see the third chapter tomorrow. Thank you.